Oh my goodness, listen. These are the 5 email marketing mistakes that are killing your sales. Because here's the thing with email. It still delivers an average of $36 for every $1 spent on email marketing, but only when it's done right. And so I'm gonna go through the top 5 bullets and then we're gonna break them down in depth. Number 1, you're writing emails for everybody. Number 2, you're not using retention triggers. Number 3, you sound like literally everybody else. Everybody, their mama, their aunt, all the different types of AIs. You have not mastered editing. Number 4, you're avoiding clear, confident calls to action because you may feel a little bit afraid, a little bit like I don't want to be too pushy. And lastly, number 5, you don't know the data. You don't know what's actually working in email marketing for 2026 and beyond. But I have good news. I'm gonna break it down for you. Stay tuned. Follow this video, follow this channel at Tiffy G Writes on Instagram. Check out the links in my bio. If you are interested in the VIP day or you want done for you magnetic emails, the elite service that my agency clients get and spend $55,000 to $120,000 per year to make millions and millions back to back through segmented, focused copywriting. Let's talk about this more. Whether you are serving creative entrepreneurs, customers for your functional medicine business, or you're a tax relief firm, you need to know as an expert that your emails have to sound like they were written just for one person on your email list. This is like a top tier copywriting tip, and I've been in marketing for 9 going on 10 years. In my own business, not in a W-2, have owned and run my business for the past 9 to 10 years here in April. And you want to understand that you want to imagine and speak to one ideal client persona. I go through this with my clients in the 20 question framework. And a lot of times you're like, okay, these mundane details, these psychographics, do they really matter? And that's everything. The psychographics matter more than anything else, because I can tell you with every one of the clients that I've had and then the clients that they book, there's something about their psychographics, something about what you're portraying to the world that they align with. For example, I've been in Africa for 5 to 6 years now. And so actually a lot of times in my business, I attract clients who are either African immigrants or they travel Africa. They're married to an African, they have some type of connection with Africa. So those psychographics and mundane details about your life do matter, because that's the extra ticker that makes someone decide to work with you over your competition. Because face it, at the end of the day, you have competition. Like, don't be out here pretending that there are not other viable people besides you that could get the job done. Once you have that state of mind, then you start to ask, okay, I can differentiate myself through my personality, through my psychographics, through what I'm showing them and how I provide my work. Then I can also differentiate myself through the caliber of service that I offer. Okay, so those are like a few of the differentiators. How to not write like you're writing for everyone, but you have to have a specific person in mind. And I know what you're thinking. You want to just talk to the masses. I know when I see an email, it makes me cringe when somebody's like, hey guys, like, do not say that in your inbox. Use the person's first name, talk to them like it's me and you. Use the word you. It feels more intimate, more personable, and that psychologically is gonna trigger something in someone's mind where they're like, oh, I feel like this person is talking directly to me, especially if your storyline aligns with what that person just went through last week, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, or their entire last year. If you can unlock that part of your marketing that speaks exactly to what they're thinking and feeling, then you already did the selling. And by the time they get on a call with you or your team, they're already sold, or they don't even need to be sold. They just look at the sales page and sign up as quickly as possible. Moving on to number 2, you're not using retention triggers. You've done the work to get the lead, the person that's looking at your email list, that's looking at your Instagram, your podcast, whatever it is. But what are you doing to keep them? I see this too often with new clients and also those who are in adjacent industries that only want to speak to their audience during launches. or they have seasons where they'll pop in. And this comes off as very disingenuous, especially in 2026. I would severely stop doing that. Because if you're only popping in every 8 weeks for a launch and then you just don't care about them the other time, you're not checking in, you're not messaging them and saying, hey, I have a new blog. You're not even selling anything. You're just telling them, I have a new white paper I created just for you. I have a new blog I created just for you. I have this new resource that nobody else knows about. It's not a public resource. It's only for you because you're on this email list. That is something that you have to decide and make a cognizant decision to do in 2026, because I'm telling you, these launch on, launch off seasons are not going to work in 2026. They probably barely worked in 2025. You have to be keeping in constant contact with them. Like, imagine you're married to someone and then they just pop in every 6 to 8 weeks. You would be like, okay, this marriage is not necessarily working. Imagine if you did that in your relationship with your children. You just pop in every 6 to 8 weeks randomly and you're like, okay, I have all these things that I want to offer you. And it's like, it feels very, very disingenuous. Don't do that, because in this economy, trust is the #1 resource. We are in a trust drought. You do not want to be the business that loses trust, because trust is one of those things. It's easy to lose, but incredibly difficult to get back. This is why you want to invest in a marketing director, your marketing initiatives. Maybe it's time to say, hey, maybe I don't need a tech VA right now. Maybe I don't need an executive assistant, since AI can do that. And I need to put money to really going full throttle with my marketing. Because if you're only doing it 50 to 65%, it's basically like doing 0%. The lukewarmness that you have in your marketing cannot be there in 2026 if you want to still be in business and have your most successful year in business. You need to focus on those trust signals. And I actually wrote a white paper about that. Go ahead and get to the link in bio, join my email list, go ahead and download it. It's 21 trust signals in financial copywriting. But I think even if you are B2B or a creative entrepreneur, you could use these same 21 trust signals in your business as well. Number 3 is quite sad. This really depresses me as a creative, as an entrepreneur, as someone that loves the art of writing. Like, if there was anything else I would do in this world, it's going to involve writing. As somebody that loves that creativity, you sound like everybody else. I can't tell you, and if your audience knows anything about content, about writing, they're anywhere in the industry, they know how to do pattern recognition, they can see trends, they can see these templates, they're going to be turned off very quickly. I mean, I had subscribed actually to a social media agency's email list, and it was like, I liked it because they were very specific about offering Reels type of services, just for Reels, just for Instagram. But when I got the email, the first welcome email, it had a few lines that were written by ChatGPT and not edited at all. The same line that I see all the time, and it just turned me off, to be quite honest. And I didn't unsubscribe, but I'm kind of side-eyeing the business, like, are they actually going to be giving me tips and tricks? Is it going to be something that's actually going to move the needle? Or is this just something else that I've seen before? Another template that I've already seen a million times, because AI is literally everywhere. And you know some of those phrases that they just totally kill it. It used to be if the sentence said, by doing X, Y, and Z then, but now it's like these double negatives, overly using M dashes, and people that use this first line that's like, I'm gonna try to be gentle and not hurt your feelings. A lot of that content is AI written, okay? So be aware of that. Customers and clients are discerning, especially high ticket buyers. People who are strategists, people who are successful in business, they don't want template vibes. They want individualized strategy. They want individualized support, even via your email list. And so you're going to have to learn how to master that. I know it may be difficult for you, but you're going to have to learn how to master that in 2026 and beyond. Number 4, why are you avoiding clear calls to action? People are like, I don't want to be too salesy. Let me tell you something. I worked with a client for a couple of years. This was I learned so much working with this client, because her confidence is on another level. And it also made me elevate the way that I run my business by working with this client. Very high caliber client, high caliber package. She wanted 2 emails every single day to her email list of 21,000 people. We would segment the email list. We would go in and segment it based on their recency, how recent they had signed up to her email list, because she only sold 1 signature offer. So there weren't a lot of offers and product marketing to do for her. So the main way to segment was by how recent they were, how often they were opening emails, whether or not they were opening SMS messages and things of that nature. And let me tell you, this lady, she shows up relentlessly every single day, every single day, and outpaces her competition. And she has an accent in America. So if you ever thought that you are not able, just know that there is somebody else out there that's just willing to be more consistent. They're willing to show up more than you, and her open rates and click rates were fantastic. So this idea of, oh, if I email them too much, they're not gonna wanna hear from me. If I have a call to action that seems too powerful or too creative or too salesy, they're not gonna wanna hear from me. The people that have the money and are ready to work with you are gonna wanna see that call to action so that they can transfer that money to your bank account, period. That's just how business works. When somebody is a hot lead ready to work with you, they've gotten your SMS messages, they've gotten your emails, they sometimes check in and see you on Instagram and Facebook, they may listen to your podcast. They are ready. They're going to love it. Not only are they going to love it, but they're going to leave a review. And this is like the most powerful mind shift that you have to have. Be okay with being a powerful entrepreneur. We're not here to be like afraid entrepreneurs that are like, oh, beating around the bush. Would you like to work with me? No, tell them how their life is going to change. When you sign up for Magnetic Emails, you're going to move from 6-figure entrepreneur to multi-millionaire status, getting the same infrastructure that corporations use in their email marketing strategy. Period. You need to have that kind of confidence that has a level of conviction and let somebody know, okay, I can trust this person. I feel what they're saying. Now, let's move on to number 5. You don't know what's actually working in your business. I would hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you're not looking at your open rates, your click rates, your click to open rates, which is a fraction of the emails that were actually clicked out of the ones that have been opened, which gives you a more accurate click rate. And if you're not looking at this stuff regularly, you're going into your email marketing strategy blind, and you're really pacing yourself at that 50% capacity where it's like you're kind of just shooting into the dark. You're like, well, I'd love to type a newsletter today. I think I want to do a launch sequence, but you didn't even A/B test the launch emails to see oh, number 4 is outperforming number 5. Number 8 is outperforming number 10. Oh, this testimonial works better than this testimonial. And it takes time. This is why you need an email marketing specialist on your team, and it has to be a specialist, because a virtual assistant is not going to understand the depth of data that it takes to move the needle in your business and get you sales. This is also where segmentation comes in. If your list is growing and you have that 21,000, you have 13,000. I've had clients that have 3 million email subscribers. Now they're corporations, but literally I was 3 million, super segmented. If you are growing your email list and it's just it has all these different pieces to it, some people join from affiliate links, some people join because they want to do your signature service, some join because they want to do a mastermind, some join because they want one-to-one coaching, some forget who you are. You need to look at the data, personalize and segment those emails, because each of those people is actually on a different buyer's journey. You may think, oh, there's just one buyer's journey in my business, but depending on the product suite that you have and when someone signed up to your email list, they may be stuck way back here and you're talking to them like they're already ready to book, or they may be already super hot, super ready. They get on a call with you come on, give me the goods, and you didn't even realize that because you weren't looking at the data and you didn't understand what the data was saying to you. Remember, good strategy is felt, but it is also tracked intricately, especially in corporate America. And so you should have that same mindset for your business. Even if you feel like you don't have millions and millions and billions of money to invest, look and see what you can do and say, hey, can I at least check in monthly and look at my analytics? Can I at least do that? I like to do it weekly. I'm a little bit addicted to analytics, I'll be honest with you. I like to see what's working right then so I know what to post next. That's the type of person I am. But for you, if you don't have that time or you don't have somebody on your team to do that, you don't have a consultant in your agency to do that, go ahead, make some time on your own, but it is important. Now, we're done with this session here, but I want to make something very clear. Email is inbox real estate. It is very personal. It's intimate. This is why it's far better than social media for sales. When someone gives you their email address, they're basically saying, hey, hold my hand, take me on the journey. I trust you specifically. I want to see where we can go with this. They're inviting you into a more intimate layer of their digital world. Use it well, steward it wisely. Write with intention and let your values be felt and articulated clearly, and your offers be clear as well. You're not bothering your audience by emailing them, friend, okay? You're leading them with care, conviction, and clarity. Now again, visit www.tiffygwrites.co and www.tiffygwrites.ai to learn more about the magnetic emails process. Get on my email list if you're not there, because I actually send you private white papers, private case studies that I do not send to the public, that are never seen on social media. So get on my email list, download the 6-day email series, and take notes, child, because you need to make 2026 your best year in business. And the main way to do that is with email and retention marketing. I'll see you in the next video.